Alright, let's update the description. Let's say 50 plus minus 50. And probably by now I am at 1000 hours most likely. Okay, so most likely I reached it. Yep. Okay. I still think it's doable start getting 1000 hours. It's just that I wasted too much time at the beginning of this series doing unneeded, unnecessary things. This one's slowly turning. It's like speedrun. That's my playstyle. Just I enjoy this game the most playing it like this. Anyways, off stream I noticed I had issues with PBI. Let's see if it is still. And also some crafting PBI this way. I'm going to tweak up PBI here. Am I using bottom how many catalysts? I could get maybe more. But this one is twice the production. Like it wasn't too slow, so I think a doubling will keep up. Then Astral Array is crafting as usual. I have 13. We still 17 to get the next milestone. But anyways, let's 55 of those. Let's increase assembly lines power again. I think all of those are crafting right now because this one is just waiting for assembly lines. So hammer. I have to turn on those one by one as usual. Oh, here. On this side. Sure. I'm probably going to use Lucky Ring on the next row. Maybe. Still not sure. Here. Actually, it's only 40, maybe not. Come on. I'm really curious to see if lasers are keeping up or not now. Now that I reached this solar... Now that I reached desert stock, I want to see if lasers are keeping up. And also... Oh yeah, 100 leftover of HQ. Maybe lasers are crafting leftovers from all of the times I stopped and restarted CPUs. I think lasers never got a time to clean up all of this stuff since then. I'm going to start from here. Okay, now those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can only do 6 if I use Loki. Wait, I already had those selected? I'm going to clean regardless. 1, 2. But I can't do it properly because I want those to be flipped. So no, I'm going to manually do this. Here. I'm also recovering all of this stuff stuck inside those. I could have used Loki on the line, but I don't have enough energy hedges to make it worth Loki, in my opinion. Maybe this evening I will complete the last of the non-end game quests. Come on, Forma. Optical. Pico. Optical. Pico. You know what? I don't even care. Let's turn on everything blindly. Gallifreyan. No. Gallifreyan. No. Gallifreyan. Yeah, one Gallifreyan. Gallifreyan. Yes, 2 Gallifreyans. But okay, I'm going to turn on everything. Here. Okay, 16 more. Do I turn on more assembly lines or do I need something else? Cutting machines, but those are cutting machines. I need a lot of cutting machines, but those are not this kind. How many? I have 500 of those. I could upgrade cutting machines. Here. I think I'm rather going to turn on another line here. Here, 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 here. One. We'll have kept some of those for other machines. I think assembly lines are the main bottleneck anyways. And I'm going to check. Maybe instead of getting one Eye of Harmony to the next year, I could try to get all of the Eyes of Harmony on. I think it's 26. Let's see. Also, how much before I got more University? Didn't check those in too much time. This one 4 millions in just start. This one is close to 400 seconds to get 4 millions. This one half an hour to get 4 millions. This one I think it's less than 1 hour to get 4 millions. Less than 1 hour, probably half an hour to get 4 millions. This one is less. This one only has 9. This one 6. Okay, no wait, this one is Black Rock Matter. So this one is the only Universium astral array which doesn't have 26 astral arrays. Okay, with 17 I can either get this onto the speed of those or double the speed of those. Basically, if I put 17 Ace of Armor in this one, I will get 8 millions, which is 4 millions more than what it's doing. If I put 17 in there, it's going to get me to 4 millions, which is 3 extra millions. So, if I put 17 astral arrays in there, I get 4 extra millions. In this one, I get 3 extra millions. But this one is cheaper energy-wise. At this point, I will also. I think I would like. At this point, I think I would like to get this one to 17 to unify all of the patterns here to the same amount. This one is far from it. But maybe I'll use those on the others. I don't know. Got the prayer. I got a bunch. Not enough for an astral array. Okay, what else can I prepare? This one, if I restart this one, probably got enough PPI. Yeah, kinda. I just doubled the production. Like, I think it's going to stock up. Like, doubling production should make a huge difference, theoretically. So if I was close enough earlier, after doubling my production, it should be fixed. I'm going to let it slowly craft the other way, whatever it's not. Eventually, everything will be done. Okay, assembly lines required. Cutting machines. Cutting machines are being a bottleneck. Now I could either upgrade here. I could either upgrade or build more. 500 of those. I would like to know this one. Which tier is this? UAV. So UIV, 1 amp UAV does 4 parallel. 1 amp UMV does 16. So 4 amps UMV can do 64 parallel. Okay, so right now it's working at perfect efficiency. If I give it UXV, it's going to work a little bit faster, but not efficiently. It's going to be 12. It's a normal overclock. It's not extra parallel. So, what can I do? Also, I was looking at the mixers. Okay, mixer is this. Do I build more or do I overclock? What? Okay, when I stream it gets way worse. Off stream it was better. I think it's streaming that does it. It was around 39-40 off stream. Okay, the moment I turn it on, it got. Now I can copy paste. Yeah, but I need too many machines to match up the speed. So if I don't copy paste those, what can I do? Lasers, by the way. Lasers finally have nothing to do. Assemblers too are done, good. So I think a cutting machines really do need a little bit of help. And I think I'm going to use a UXV this time. So, okay, to upgrade those without breaking those. First the top row, then the bottom row. Because energy first, those machines, when you use wireless hatches and you have multiple hatches, energy is first, energy should be drained with the same priority of how machines prioritize craftings. So theoretically, this hatch on the bottom is always filled up with energy while the top one is getting drained. Exactly, and once the top one is drained, the bottom one will be used. During this swap, if a swap hatches, this one will be removed and it's going to work with the energy of this one. And then once the top one is recognized, I can switch the bottom one. Okay, now, well, theoretically everything is still working. Now I have to wait for those to change the texture. And then I can also switch the bottom row. Okay, and now I can switch the bottom row. And I switched energy hatches without having those machine crash. That used, I think it was 256 probably. Things. Okay, so now those are making 360 per second. Those were making 5. Okay. I'm going to upgrade another segment. Go. And then this one. Okay, another segment to UXP. And now I'm out of UXP wireless hatches, which may I needed for UU matter. Okay, no, I think I'm good on UU matter. Okay, it looks good. Okay, then solidifiers will be the last to be upgraded, too expensive, too many energy hatches. Okay, so this stuff now should be going a little bit faster, but still slow. And I think the issue may actually be those. I'm overcrafting, so probably have leftover boards. Kinda, 3 millions. So next I should probably make more of those. Don't know which one those I use a really few amounts of UXV wireless hatches. Now bio, more assembly lines are required anyways. Bottleneck is always assembly lines. I mean always. At the moment there's assembly lines after what I did. I would like to get all of the assembly lines, all of the assembling done so I can work on the old stargates. Meanwhile, Universum, 2 millions. This one, assembly lines are being weighted. A lot of those are crafting here. I wonder how much leftover I'm going to get from this. This one I'm going to let it run like that. The bottleneck is elsewhere anyways. Okay, some assembly lines are being used. Also, I'm almost out of UMB circuits. Those are restocking, but those are out. Also, okay, those are restocking. I was lower earlier. Optical. 65 million. Oh, that's a lot of memory. Really good. So I think I go down space assembler. So what should I be doing? BioWares are cheaper. I could use optical, but theoretically BioWares are cheaper. You know what? Theoretically BioWares are cheaper, but I'm talking about the amount of steps you have to go through. This one, then this one, this one. And the cutting is a little, no, it's not this one. No, I'm using this one, okay? Okay, now this. Let's say I want, is there a way of pushing it up more than one stack? Let's go to 200 and... Thing is that I don't know how... There isn't an easy way of showing it, because there are too many substeps. While opticals, those... the amount of steps inside assembly lines is the same. So this one, it's always 2 assembly line steps. Does have a bunch more of circuit assembling here, and then those. So let's see. 256. Would like some comparison. Okay, those are equivalent to those. Now, which one is more expensive? I'm looking at SMDs. Just the SMDs, this one is better. Thing is that most likely I forgot to include something inside the calculation. Like, those two here are way worse than those. Circuit board, more or less, are always cheap. Yeah, but overall, this stuff here is way cheaper. Like, the amount, for example, the amount of rubber used is the same. Like, BioWares and optical, like, the BioWare mainframe has the same amount of rubber required of the optical supercomputer. Like, it's more steps, but those steps are half, like, it's twice the amount of these steps, but it's half the cost. And it's also twice the speed, because this one is a UHV 300 seconds. This one is UHV, oh, 200. Okay, maybe not. This one is not this one. This one UHV 20. UV 200, so to UHV it's 100. Okay. I was thinking of the mainframe. Those are slightly faster. Yes, this is the end game. Don't know which one of you do, but okay, the main issue I have is those SMDs. Those SMDs here are super annoying. Like, both of those craft one stack at a time. The issue is that those use super cheap materials. Those here require LUV superconductor, which is super annoying to make. I have to make all of the pumps. Like, those pumps are cheap, but I'd rather make a stack of those than a stack of those. But yeah, those optical may be a little bit faster to craft. What else? What else am I forgetting? I'm making BioWares with those SMDs. Also, I'm using UHV superconductor. UHV is super cheap because it's just neutronium. UHV is just neutronium. Okay, that's the downside of the mainframe. Oh, okay. Those one here, those circuit here include this memory. This memory here is made with superconductor of high tier superconductor. This memory contains high tier superconductors. And it's inside the basic step of the circuit, so this one gets multiplied quite a lot. While those don't really have anything too nasty. Like, this thing here takes a lot of time to cut in the cutting machine, but this is relatively cheap. Like, this one is this is basically a laptop. This is just QFT stuff. This is free. This is free. This one is not too expensive. Why does my jetpack randomly turn off sometimes? What was I looking at? Then, oh, lumium. Okay, this is a huge issue. Opticals also take huge amount of lumium. This one is annoying to do because this thing contains samarium. Somewhere this one, oh, it's glowstone, not samarium. Okay, if it is only glowstone, I thought this one contains sanarium. I do remember something here being sanarium. Yeah, but I have the 50. Like, I think overall it's all. But okay, the good thing about GTNH is that it's really well balanced. I think there isn't a better circuit. Each one has its own pros and cons. One thing I tried to avoid, there was a moment where I tried to avoid mainframes. Basically, I will use those in place of those, but then I will use those in place of those because the mainframe is annoying because it contains superconductor, and this one was an issue back then. Now it's normal. This one is no longer a bottleneck, it used to be. Those superconductors, I'm using UHV. UHV is just neutronium. Like, the stuff here is super cheap to get. Hmm. No, I really passed 1000 hours. Next season, I will try to speedrun in 1000 hours. This season, I'm not speedrunning too much. Opticals. What else? Also, those things are super annoying. Solidifying all of those screw takes time, but right now it's not even too annoying. Also, how am I making optical fibers right now? Okay, I don't even know. Oh yeah, this one is bad. How am I making optical fibers? I think I'm making optical fibers the old way. Yep, I'm making optical fiber the old way. I mean, silver and glass dust sounds like super cheap. So I don't even know. This one sounds cheap. This one is super cheap. Redox polymer is more annoying. This one is super cheap. And this one is super cheap. This one makes one stack at a time. This one. But thing is that those things are so cheap. Those things are so cheap that I may use those. Like, I don't like the idea of using that material. If I start needing millions, this stuff builds up. While this one is basically a leftover now. This one is a leftover. Like, I just increased the production of this thing. As leftover, I get this one, which is what is being used by those. Silver is just waste and it processes instantly. Glass fiber is MV, processes instantly. Main issue is the assembler. So one LUV is 2 ZPM, 4 UV. This one is 16 times faster inside the assemblers. That's the thing. So even then, I don't know which one of the two ways to go. How much redox? Okay, one thing is that redox. I have 62 billions. Multiplying the production of this one. Okay, that should be super easy to speed up. So I shouldn't be worrying too much about this. Xenoxin, which is produced. Oh, okay. I think this one is being a little bit more of an issue than this one. So maybe this one is going to be leftover of the production of this one. So I'm going to do optical fibers the other way. I'm going to change the optical fiber to use redox polymer here. I was making 8 millions at a time. Then I have to make sure I'm making those two quickly enough. Okay, maybe not this much. That. Still 8 million. It should craft faster, theoretically. Now, where am I making fine chromatic glass and in which amounts? Yeah, it's the whole point of GTNH automating everything. This one is not even crafted. This one? Okay, this one is the batch press. This one, yeah. Give me a moment. Right. This one I want to make it with the batch wire mail cluster. So batch wire here. Okay. Okay, theoretically now optical fiber is easier to do. Okay, 0, I mean, I don't, okay, that's a lot. Let's see how much it takes to graph this. Okay, the whole point of GTNH is automating everything. Like, this is not a factory game, this is the factory game. I don't think, not even Factorio can compete with GTNH when it is in automations and such things. Like, we even got the copy-paste tool now. I don't even have to build, I can just copy, paste, there. And then I can just remove things if I misclick. I use this too. There. I don't even have to build manually, just copy paste. No. Okay. What I basically what I do is tweak things to make everything work faster and better and prioritize things. Then I still do build many things manually because kind of it's like Minecraft, but this is the best factory game. More than a factory game, I classify it as a resource management game. But the thing about GTNH is that crossing all of the tiers, the game keeps changing. Like first two tiers is a survival game. Steam Age is mostly closer to normal Minecraft and mods. LV is a lot of microcrafting. MV starts to be a little bit of automation setups. EV is where you get HU, you start setting up all sorts of automations. IV is the point where either you figure out how to properly automate things or you can go beyond IV. If you don't figure out how to properly automate things, you won't go beyond tier 5. Tier 6 is when you start having fun with big cool machines like the fusion reactor and other cool things. ZPM is a quick tier, nothing stands out. UV, research station, cool. You start doing wetware. UV is the fantascientific weird stuff, but ideal UV starts to be fantascientific. UHV, you have the crazy Avaricia, Infinity, usual endgames. Stuff that is usually endgame. Then you start getting all sorts of crazier stuff, but after IV, you kind of stop really paying too much attention to the quest book. Okay, then. Okay, so optical fiber, this one is cheap. Now, real issue is that this one crafted in 20 seconds. And this one is equivalent to this one already. It's 5 times faster. Opticals will be 5 times faster. This one requires 10,000 SMDs. Those multiply this. Oh wait, it's doing what? Why am I doing 1,000 of? Wait, this one compares to this one. Okay, this one compares to this one. This one compares to that one. So thing is that here I'm using more SMDs, but I have less. How many SMDs is this? 768 times 12,000. This is 12,000 SMDs, but those are cheaper. You should try playing the game. Try playing the game. It's not easy to describe. At the beginning, the quest book is even too annoying because it tells you everything you have to do. Sometimes you do a thing the quest books really want to see you craft every single part, so it makes you recraft it because you already did it, but it didn't count towards the quest. Later on, the quest books literally tell you already know how this works. But before you get, like, the thing is that usually I don't like spending so much time, but this don't get asked often, so I'm going to go back. At the beginning, the issue with the quest book at the beginning is that the first quest literally tells you to take 8 blocks of dirt, bury yourself underground, and spend 1 hour reading all of the quests. That's what the first quest tells you. First quest literally tells you bury yourself underground and go read the documentation and all sorts of things. And yeah, many things. It explains to you all of the things that are inside the pack. Then it starts guiding you towards the super basic things, tools, whatever, whatever. At the beginning, it's super annoying. It even asks you to go take ships, everything, literally everything. Then here it shows you everything you can do. And then the more you go on, okay, at this point, you could really do like 1/4 of the quest. Like 3/4 of the quests in there can be ignored. I did everything because I'm doing the challenge of completing every single quest. Here it guides you toward, okay, here it tells you how to automate things. It tells you what are the steps. Also, it tells you that there are different ways of doing things. It shows you the most common one, but also proposes you everything. And the more you go down the line, the more it gets you. Wait. The first time you make a motor, it asks you to show every component of the motor. It makes you craft every single cable, everything rubber. Once you get at the highest tier, it doesn't even tell you anything really. I just tell you that the game is not even completed at this point of the game. It doesn't even tell you anything. It's annoying because you have to take all of those and show those, but if you got here, to get here, you have to play for a long time. If you got here, the quests become mature. What I want to say, over here, quests help you too much. They follow you too much. You have to read every single. It's annoying. Here, quests are annoying, especially if you play the second time. Once you get here, quests are a chore. Even the devs know that no one is going to read the. Like, if you got here, you don't need those quests. Like, maybe some quests gives you a couple of tips for things you could use, but usually it doesn't really help you much at this point. And also there are all of the other chapters which help you with basically everything too. Anyways, what was I even doing before all of this? Oh yeah, I was comparing circuits. So I don't know, maybe those are better. Those are basically just a crafting component. Those 12k of those. Heck, but now I'm thinking, oh, okay, there is a huge issue. Those opticals contain those SMDs. There is a big deal here, but not too big, because those SMDs all require LUV superconductors. Those LUV contain LUV pumps. Those superconductors contain LUV pumps. Those pumps contain ruridit inside the motors. Ruridit. The issue with ruridit is that I need rutitium, and rutitium is not produced by AF Harmony. To get rutitium, the only way I found of getting huge amounts of rutitium, I could use it. Okay, I could also mass fabricate this with the replicator, but right now I'm using I'm quantum forcing it with focusing on rutitium from platinum metallic power, which I am, and I'm getting this by centrifuging mithril. Or maybe not mithril, but shieldonite. I don't remember, one of those two. I'm getting those two from AF Harmonies. Oh no, it's mithril. Mithril, which I'm getting from the AF Harmony. Whatever is produced by AF Harmony is produced in gigantic amounts, because this is the basic production, but then it grows exponentially. So, maybe, you know what, I'm going to do the fake patterns as I usually do. So, ZPM I'm using most likely I will go back and change this stuff again, but let's say I use more those. Then to get UV, I'm going to also use 60k of those to get UV, and I'm going to remove the main. No, what was that? I messed it up. Wait, this is wrong. This is even more wrong. Why am I choosing? This was even wrong. I misedited it. So no, actually, I'm going to do this with. It's going to be like 20% more or less. I'm going to use 20% optical from now on inside UV. Inside the UHV, optical here. That way, okay, if I do that, I can also focus all of the production in a single kind of circuit. If I reduce the usage of bio and wetware, I can focus all of the production on optical, and then those are going to be good for everything. Last season I did that, but I wasn't too convinced. Anyways. I'm going to do 50% opticals here. I want to reduce those. I don't want to totally ditch those, at least not for now. Over here, I'm going to use 50-50. And I hope I'm not going to craft too many opticals with that. Okay. Right now I'm making a little bit of each. Yeah, good thing is that if I can make up my mind on which one to use, I can just use a little bit of each one, like this. I can edit pattern. That way I use a little bit of each one. That should settle it. Thing is that I edited some really core patterns, so now I should restart everything. Because if I change pattern, things that were crafting get screwed up, so I have to restart everything. Oh, also I probably have more digital artificial universe cells. I can try to clean up more the old cells. Here, let's just reset everything. Cleaning CPU is my favorite sport at this point. Here. Well, I don't like this question. I don't know how far I am. GTNH, you never know well enough how far you are. There are always so many things I can predict. Most important, can you tell me why you care? Why people keep asking me how far I am from this tag? Why do you care, people? Why? Tell me why you people care so much how far I am from this target. I would like to know that. So I'm asking mostly so I can give a proper answer. Because I would like, yeah, but why? Why are you interested in that? I don't know how far I am. If you tell me why exactly you are asking, maybe I can try to give you an idea on the reasons, but also it depends. The thing is that I could, right now, I'm trying to grow my AF Harmony. I could stop that, use all of the resources on Stargate, and probably get it in like 2 weeks. Instead, if I spend 1 week on Ace of Harmony, maybe then I can complete the Stargate in 2 days. But I'm just making up random numbers. I have no idea. There are too many things to take into consideration. Biggest thing is if I'm going to leave the game AFK during the night or not. Because if I leave the game at this point of the game, if I leave it like right now, my factory mostly works on its own. If I leave it AFK during night, it's going to double the crafting speed basically. And also there are all of these small things. Okay, now Universium 6 million. Magneto 0. How much Magneto stuff do I have inside the antimatter production? 4 millions. That should last 1 hour. How far am I from the next production? Yeah, thing is that after you complete this target, now there is another quest. You no longer need to craft 2 targets. One is enough to complete the pack, but after that final quest, there are 2 extra quests. Basically, one just lets you complete, one asks you to do 10 more targets. Astral array, okay, 14. If I can get 3 more, I can double the production of Universium in one of the Ace of Harmony. Okay, looks doable. Oh yeah, I was saying artificial. Okay, let's use those. Here. Okay, probably that will allow me to make a lot of space. Did I had all of my cells filled up? Were those all of the... Oh, maybe I had all of my cells. While those can fit whatever I want. I want to see if I can clean up this. Theoretically, all of those are filled up with the exact same fluid, or maybe not. Some of those fluids may be useless. Ah. Yeah, the issue is that right now I'm level maintaining a stock of resources that is bigger than what my cells can carry. Okay. I really needed those cells. Okay, I need more of those to keep everything. Okay, once I get more, I will get stuff. Yes, but you can get 100% completion either with 1 or 10 Stargates. It's 2 different ways. Yeah, you only need 1 Stargate. It used to be 2. Now you get the second one for free. Yeah, it even tells you here that you can keep going. There is more after the Stargate. Okay, the solidifiers were slow. But first of all, UXV 16,000 none. I have only 100 of those, I can't do much. What I want to do now is... well, first of all, since I'm now using more optical circuits, most likely the space assemblers won't keep up. So I better prepare 24 of those and start with missing ingredient. That's going to take all of the universe that it can produce. Then, opticals are those. So, optical. I have 1 stack. I'm going to make more. Now, let's see over here. Opticals. Okay, that will be 3. I have 2 sets. 2 more. I'm going to go full line. So 6. And this one is the 6th. Hopefully that much will be enough for completing the whole game. Circuit assembly line, let's get 1000. Go. That stuff should be quick to craft. Solidifier is an issue. Hopefully this stuff will somehow take priority. Well, a bunch are already crafting. Also, I don't need those, I need the imprints. And those are slow, even at cutting. Fine. Solidifiers. I need more solidifiers. If I have 600 UMV wireless... Nope, I only have 24. Can't make more. This one goes like that. Okay, that's the last one. Okay. What? Oh, wait, this one is the already imprinted one. Okay, now I need 300, a little bit more. Okay, now crafting, good. I think that those are maybe crafting in the old assembly lines. Yep. Well, this is stuff I barely need, so I'm going to keep the old ones. Not going to bother with multiplying or whatever. Why are those? Are those just slow? Yeah, okay. Slow at waking up, then they do it instantly. The bottleneck is the assembly line waking up, basically, but okay. Okay, I'm going to leave it, give it a little bit of. Then this one, white draft matter, universum. Those will be useful in the future, but I'm preparing those in advance. Also, should prepare a bunch of those. I have only one upgraded here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 88. Whenever it can, it will craft those. Needs some universe. In fact, this one is really waiting for the solidifier. It's not doing any progress slowly, okay? Solidifier. What's the situation? Podium screw, it's rod. It's the restock of rod, theoretically. Chromatic glass bolts. Those are my nemesis. Those are my nemesis. So slow. Thing is that I need millions. Those are used inside bio. Okay, at least I won't have to craft those anymore if I stop doing bios there. Right then. Each machine should prioritize a different hatch, but if each one prioritizes a different thing, and the issue is the restock of Tairitsu. I think I'm pushing this one either to 100 millions. Yeah, probably 100 millions. It's having trouble. Those are used inside Tesseract, 190 millions. It's going up. Maybe I'm making too many of those. I don't know. Tesseracts, then after Tesseracts, another thing. There was another thing I needed. Oh yeah, Tesseracts are used mostly for transition. 77 million. Okay, maybe now I'm making too much of this. I was too low earlier, but now I'm making too much. There is no such thing as too much in GTNH. Okay, here. Okay. Come on, craft. Okay, slowly crafting. Those are waiting for Universum. Those two. 20. Come on. Sure. Okay, need a bit more left. Probably won't need all of those ever, but let's prepare everything. That's a lot of stuff. But I want those to be prepared. Okay, I think assembly lines are getting freed slowly. No, this one is still waiting for assembly. Never mind. This one, do I have enough? Nope. 64 required. Okay, I can start preparing the new optical circuit. So those here are opticals. So I'm going to copy paste up to here. And later on I will use lockering to connect everything up. Okay, almost. Okay, should be enough. Good. I'm going to keep those here so that the matter manipulator doesn't mess up. Also, I want to copy this row, so I also have the space that is Z plus. Copy B, Z plus, perfect. Good. Now, I want those to go all of the way to here. Looks alright. Those are optical, right? Yeah, optical processor. What could I be missing? Great. Let's make more. Solid steel present. Glass, I think it's a reinforced glass. Present. I think I don't need anything else. Here. here. Okay, let's finish up. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm holding the controllers because I want this to be the last thing built. Okay, I only need those. There you go. Good. Some of those will turn on. Yeah, no, wait, not yet. I have to link everything. I'm going to use lockering. So, best way to do this. Probably. No, I'm going to work per row. No, wait. If I wanted to properly do it, I should do it like this. Okay, then. Basically, I should select the same column on each one of those. Maybe I could do 2 halves. Yeah, 3 and another 3. Oh, there's one. Here, here. Okay, I'm going to do first those 3, then the other. Okay, if I click here, it should link all of these columns and the other 3 columns. Then this one, all of those, and also the outputs. Now, I mean, that's not the output, that's the other side. Then lock you off. Now I have to link all of those to optical processor. Here, this one. Wireless. This one will need a lot of links. Here. Okay, theoretically, this one is green. Let's use this green. Here. This one. Okay. This one. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, now it's 7 links each click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 clicks each one. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are ways of doing that with the matter manipulator. If I built the things slightly different, I could have used the matter manipulator. I was super undecided on how to do it, but at the end I settled for this way. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Must be super careful not to misclick or click twice. How many? Oh, just now it was done. Okay. Okay, that did half. I will have to turn on all of those later. Lock you on. And now theoretically it is this one, this. I lost this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Theoretically that should link everything. Lock you off. Wait, optical is this. No, that is bio. No, that is optical, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then so I got a little bit of extra. This, here, 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 here. This one, 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 this one. Right? This is mine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost misclicked. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This side is filled up. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. How many? Okay, last one. 3, 4. Good. And now I have to turn on everything. No, what am I doing? I think I screwed up. I screwed up. I should have worked only on this side. Well, okay. First I have to work on this side, then I can move towards the other side. Okay, here everything is green. Those should have enough stuff to work for it not to be an issue. Okay, sorry, I have to work only on the bottom thing here. First on the bottom thing, then... Yeah, so on this side, maybe something shut off. Okay, no. Maybe I made a mess on this thing. Here. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay, looks all green. Perfect. Oh no. This one is the third one. So this side of it. 1, 2. Okay, looks all green now. Okay, all of those are now working. Good. And those here are a different circle. Perfect. Okay. Done. And then those are working. This one is waiting for Universium. Solidifier is being a bottleneck. Solidifier and assemblers. As usual, I would say. Oh, come on, so many rods. Yeah, cleaning up CPUs kind of made a mess. Because now it keeps pushing in more and more. Okay, this one is almost again at 100 millions, then it should stop. That one looks like the main bottleneck. Tairitsu, we'll see. Tairitsu will probably slow too. So if I get more solidifiers, it will be really good. The thing is that I'm making too many rods. I'm making too many of those and too much of this. For the moment, I'm making too much of this. But in the future, it will be required. So it's only a momentary thing. The only issue is that at the moment, those are not matching the crafting speed of those things. So those are constantly clogged. And those are needed for other things. Those are more specific. Okay. Still half billion. Now, UMB wireless. Also, issue is again assembly lines. All of those are waiting for assembly lines. Yeah, even this one. I would have this one already ready. I wanted 3 more to complete the other thing. I have no Gallifrey. Maybe I'm going to get the other one to 26 instead of getting one to 43. 1, 2, 3. This one is the only one which is not at 26 astral arrays. Okay. Still takes half an hour more before being ready. Yeah, I want to get to 17. If I merge things, this one could craft instantly with parts from that. Wait. Does this one need those? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Well, this one has to craft those two. Something got finished. What was in here? What was crafting here? I don't remember. Was it something with magneto? No, probably not. Those some point will finish. But it's probably better if I use this. Those don't look like that much of a bottleneck at the moment. I'd rather use that for more of those can help me build more assembly lines. Like, am I going to rebuild? Yesterday I spent like 20 minutes cleaning up all the assembly lines to dismantle. Am I going to rebuild those today? Please no. Yeah, I was saying I'm going to end up rebuilding those. Like, okay, at least I want to rebuild those here. I will fill up this gap and then this area. I don't want to rebuild those assembly lines in the exact same spot again. This one is waiting for you. 12 millions. It needs 2 batches. When was this one built? Where did it get 1 million? Yeah, I had 1 million left. Wait, is it making? Oh no, I thought it was making. Oh, let's go all of the way down there. How much magneto stuff do I have left? Oh, I got 9 million. Okay. A batch of this stuff got crafted at some point, and I have no idea what it was for. Something with magneto stuff managed to finish the crafting, and I have no idea what it was. Oh, those are in progress too. Cool. And whatever. Maybe it can craft a bunch of those. And more astral array eventually. What time is it? Okay. What else do I need? It's no, I think astral arrays are fine. It's not astral arrays the issue. The issue is just lag. If the game wasn't lagging so much, like the only issue is this one, like if I wasn't so much struggling with lag, I would just be copy pasting all of this area one more time and everything would be fixed. But astral arrays aren't really an issue. I think they are fine. The way they scale, I think it's perfect. For endgame GTNH, it's perfect. Like, saying that you see people struggling with Universium at the end of the game, it's like saying that you see people struggling with steel at Steam Age. Like, it's the material that is supposed to be the hard thing in the tier. Like, if you are struggling with steel in Bronze Age, you just build more brick blast furnaces and try to get better automation for everything. I mean, prepare things with other things as Steam Age. Every tier, if you're struggling with something, you should just produce more using the earlier tier. Same here. If you're struggling with Universium, you should try to play around with either older Ray of Harmony parts or... Thing is that astral arrays don't really cost you much Universium. After you get your first astral arrays, Universium is no longer the issue with crafting more astral arrays. And you can totally craft more astral arrays using UMV technology, which does not need Universium. So you can totally increase Universium production using older technology. Yes, yeah, the issue is lag. I can't pinpoint what it is exactly, but I will guess. I think the main issue is all of those machines. Like, I think we will really need some kind of mega version of each machine here. I don't even know how they could balance it, but we really need a mega multi-block. Like, having to spam 1000 of each processing machine is not... With the matter manipulator, it's a fun game design, but that is the exact same issue I have with Factorio. With Factorio, if you go check Factorio in game, you see people doing challenges at getting 10,000 SPM in Factorio, but the issue is not really getting to 10,000 science per minute in Factorio. The issue is getting a base that can make that much without struggling due to lag. Same thing in GTNH. The issue is like at the end of the game. In Factorio is more known, I would dare say, because Factorio is known because you can just copy paste your base once you get to a certain point. GTNH now I could to copy paste all of this and double the crafting speed, but that will clog my game. The difference between GTNH and Factorio is that GTNH is designed in a way that the devs can totally make a new machine capable of replacing 1000 machines that will completely remove any lag, and it will really fit the game and also be a fun mechanic. The real issue is making such thing balanced. There are rumors of an upcoming mega block to replace all of the circuit assembling. So theoretically I will need like half of those, and I will no longer need those, but I have no idea how that thing will work. Like, if it is going to do circuits, I hope it will at least remove all of the need for circuit assembly lines and circuit assembling here. I really hope that thing will also somehow not need 1000 cutting machines, 1000 mixers, 1000 everything, but I see it's hard because those machines are like kind of the core of the earlier tier. But then again, once you get, maybe gate those machines after Universium. I don't know. Make a mega solidifier that does kind of like a Digorge. I think the Gorge is the perfect example because the Gorge totally removes any need for the EBFs. It really works well, but you don't work with it. The issue is that once you get to the point, either you make a multi-block that is so good that you don't even have to work around it, to play around it, or it's not good enough and it becomes an issue. So kinda, it's always that issue. Either you make something that is too good or something that is not good enough. There isn't really an in-between. Because just a little bit better, it becomes too overpowered. A little bit worse, you start saying, no, it's too slow, I'm going to make a second one. Once you make a second one, then basically getting to 1000 is 2 steps. Because either one can keep up, or the moment you get a second one, you are really likely to get a third one, fourth one, 16, 64, and you are at 1000 already. So it's really hard to keep things balanced. And I think Astral Arrays are really well balanced under that aspect. The way Astral Arrays scale is perfect because with Astral Arrays you really have to choose how you want to play, because you can put more Astral Arrays in one Eye of Harmony and lose energy, or spread across more Astral Arrays but need to craft more things. Astral Arrays are really well balanced in my opinion under this aspect. Yeah, that's the thing I keep saying. Yeah, ABS is an issue. I really wish there was an ABS module for the Gorge. I don't know how many times I said that last season. Thing is that if we get a Gorge version of each multi-blow, but I would say in Factorio it will look wrong. But for GTNH, I think in GTNH it will be really cool and fun having after you get to UXV, like just after, make it require Magneto UXV stuff. So what I want to say is building this kind of infrastructure in GTNH is fun. It's really Factorio-like. What I'm complaining is that exactly like Factorio, once you get to this point, you can do anything else because of lag. So make this stuff still required, but make it so that once we get to this point, we can unlock some Gorge kind of machines, so that basically you can I could remove all of that, which is probably like half of my lag, and only keep 5 machines, each one Gorge-like, with a upgrade path and such things to make you decide which path to go to. Gorchu, really cool. You have to choose here various things. I still have to do the third ring. How far am I from? Still far. I am doing that. I am mixing dust and then EBFing, but not all of the ABS recipes can be done in a mixer. Only the really basic ones. There are some recipes, there are some materials that even requires you to use ABS, get a material, macerate it, and then re-put it inside the ABS. I don't remember which one. There are some endgame materials that require you to do that. I don't remember which one. Xeron can be, for example, Xeron cannot be mixed. You can only get this one from macerating This one and it's in the ABS. No, I don't remember. I'm sure there is one fluid which has to go 2 times inside ABS. First you make it one thing in the ABS, then you macerate, solidify, macerate, go back inside the ABS again. I don't remember which one makes you do that. Oh, nice. This one managed to get assembly lines. Good. And if I stop, where is the other answer? If I stop this one, oh wait, this one was not at this stage. Oh yeah, 15. Two more of those. 2 more, and I can do 1 eye of harmony upgrade. Yeah, one thing I don't understand, I find it fun that I find it almost fun that the laser now, last time I played the game it couldn't. This season you can use multi-amps hatches on lasers, but you can't use lasers on the laser. Why can't the laser be powered by lasers? Doesn't make any sense. You can only use normal energy hatches. I mean, it does make a little bit of sense, but you can't power laser power into the laser. It would have been cool. Heck, I think it would be cool if they made it so the laser, like instead of making the laser only take non-laser energy, they should make the laser take energy from the laser hatch it actually uses. What I mean, leave it as it is, make this machine take power from this laser, so it has the requirements of this laser and it works with the things. So it's not going to use the laser at full power, well, maybe make it screwdrivable, but somehow I think that could be cool. I think it could be cool having the laser powered by the laser itself, so you have those limitations. It already is after UAV. No, yeah. It should be only after UAV that you can use. Yeah, with the UAV laser source, 1 multi-amp energy hatch is allowed. Okay, those are crafting. This one is waiting universion, this one waiting universion. Okay. Those are slow. Okay, 17 of those, and I can double the production of one of the Ace of Harmony. I can either double the production of one of the big Ace of Harmony, or I can get the last one here at the same speed of those, but I think I would rather get this one at the same speed of the others, rather than upgrading one of the others. Yeah, most likely I'm going to upgrade this one. If I upgrade this one, it's 3 extra millions. If I upgrade one of those, it's 4. But this one is more energy efficient. And also, now I like the idea of having all of those at the same tier. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Yeah, and most importantly, it's more energy efficient. Energy is going up, but not too much. In the last hour, it went down too. Okay, now it's positive. The last hour. Oh, this one is going to output soon. This one more than 1 hour, 1 hour, and less than 1 hour. Yeah, there are many things. Like, you can go and suggest those ideas to the devs. I don't know exactly, like, what I'm saying, I'm only saying that we need such machines. You can have all of your fantasy you want on how to make those machines. Yeah, for it, black hole is already used here in this black hole. So, yeah, for example, it's really good, the black hole, to replace all of the compressors. Yeah, antimatter. I think antimatter right now is perfectly balanced. It's using like half of my universe in production. Yeah, probably, I think more than half of my universe in production is actually going into antimatter. And all of the things that matter are overflowing. All of the huge balls are overflowing. The small ones are still loading up, but those produce basically nothing. Yeah, this is what this one produces. It's heavily RNG based. It keeps going up and down. Those are like 10 times more. Those are probably 20 times as much. So yeah, and even the down is 20 times as much. Overall, those are the ones which produce a lot, and those are overflowing like the others. Okay, so I would really like to get those. I wonder how many assembly lines are working on this. Done. Oh, this one is done. This one is crafting. Maybe I have all of the assembly lines freed up. Oh, this one is charging up a battery. This one is waiting for assembly lines. This one is waiting for assembly lines. So most of this stuff is waiting for assembly. But a lot of stuff is crafting too. This one is waiting for assembly lines. Don't know how much assembly lines are being about. Okay. How much will it take to craft all of those? It all depends on how many different assembly lines. It should be one every 70 seconds times the amount, yeah, here. One every 70 seconds after the whole pipeline fills up times how many assembly lines are being used for this recipe. This one is doing time dilation, space-time compression. This one is finishing the time dilations. Thing is that this CPU probably will not get those that it's crafting. It's getting the stuff from the previous CPUs which I stopped earlier, and still had things crafting. This one is the most needed one. Maybe I can speed it up by like doing that, but yeah, before this one starts crafting, it will take so much time. Or maybe not. Okay, there are 3 assembly line steps. First this, then this, then this. Must go inside assembly lines. Okay, working. Super slowly. Done. Let me check my phone. Alright. 400 of those. Those will be used to get more assembly lines up to work. And I'm really at the lagging point. If I don't stream, I get like 7-8 extra milliseconds. Okay. Okay, those got inside too. I should probably increase the batch of some of those things. Here. Okay, pico circuits. Okay, good. I want to see. Nice. UMV, I had 0 UMVs earlier, now I have 91. Okay. EXV. Oh, nice. Those are restocked. Those were low too, restocked. Optical. Now I'm out of those. I used to have, I think I had like 400k of those this morning. Well, at least I have 76 million. Okay, maybe I can afford using opticals everywhere. Maybe I could tweak again the circuit craftings. Okay, this one is stock. If one circuit becomes too slow, it will tweak its crafting. UV, UHV. This one is trying to go up. This one is crafted using a little bit of everything. UIV, and UAV is optical. Those theoretically are accelerating, and I have no assembly lines. But okay, I think for now I'm going to stop here. Can't really do much more. Well, wait. Yeah, I can use those. I don't need all of those. I need a 17 for one step in the old astral array, Ace of Harmony, or 2 steps in this one, but I can push this one from 9 to 15, it's 6, no, 8. 9, no, sorry, 9 to 15, it's 6. Yeah. Okay. Next time, this one will produce twice the amount. Next time it will do 2 millions, thanks to those. After this batch. Those here are still at... Yeah, and then we start doubling the production of those. Dwarf matter. 100 millions, good. You have like 2 on black dwarf matter. Now wait, this one? 400 seconds, 400. Perfect. Those two are doing black. Those two are doing black dwarf matter. This one is white dwarf matters. All of those are universal. And energy went down at some point. Don't know what took that energy. I think I'm filling up the ice harmony so quickly that it used to do like spike up, little bit of loading, spike down. Now it's so quick that the graph doesn't even register the spike. It just looks like the difference between spike up and spike down. Okay, those slowly crafting. If I manage to check the game, I'm going to leave the game AFK. If I'm moving by my computer, if I move by my computer and those are done, I will insert those inside here too. But for now, I have to leave the game AFK and go do a couple of jobs.